Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Project Ozone 3 Kappa mode. Oh yeah, guys. So today we are going to be working on the Woot mod. Yep, we got some quests to check out here. I want to get these all knocked out, and I would like to start using this if we can. I really don't know how much power this takes in this mod pack, but there's definitely some things that are very useful that we can farm with Woot. So for those of you who don't know, Woot is essentially a mob farm with no mobs. Like, you set it up, you give it power, you give it the different things, and it just produces items for different types of mobs that you select. Yeah, essentially for free. So let's take a look here. So we have a quest that wants us to, I think we were working on this one, Woot, import, export, and power. So this is one of the first quests right off, making the hammer. Or I guess the anvil. So this wanted us to do a factory importer, factory exporter, a basic power cell, advanced power cell, and premium power cell. So I was kind of looking, and this stuff seems rather easy. Not a whole lot of craziness going on. Let's get over to our applied energistics terminal so we can craft some things. So in order to do this is showing shulker, but I think it's any chest, shulker box or chest. Yeah. So we need to get ourselves these factory bases, and I'm sure we're going to need quite a few of these. So we need these iron plates and probably quite a few of those. Now, we saw last episode that these iron ingots come from the iron ore, which you can just craft with regular iron, soul sand, and netherrack. So essentially, we could just craft these all day long and it won't hurt us at all, because we have over 10,000 iron from our mob farm. Netherrack, we can easily just go to the nether and vein mine, and same thing with soul sand. So super easy, don't have to worry about it. So you can do 2 ingots plus your hammer to get a plate, or you can use the anvil, which we made last episode, with a plate die and 1 ingot. But since we have unlimited, there's really no reason to do that. We're just going to do this and make 64 plates because we can. It's that cheap. Okay, so factory base, we need soul stone. So 4 of those, so 1 soul stone equals 1 factory base, essentially. So that's a soul dust and some cobblestone to make 2 of those. And then the soul dust is soul sand plus the hammer. Okay, so let's grab some extra soul sand. Drop that in here. So soul sand plus the hammer. Oh, hammer. There we go. We'll make a stack of those, and we will make, how about a stack of these for now? I think that's good. Okay, so now that we have that, we should be able to make a bunch of those, a full stack. And can we do this? We can. Perfect. So there is a factory importer. So the factory exporter is basically the same thing. So we will craft that. Basic power cell that requires a power core. So that is going to require us to use the anvil with a core die. So that is one of these iron plates plus a piece of redstone on the anvil. So let's grab a plate and redstone. And I think you have to use the hammer on that. Let's go check this out. It's been a minute since I've last done this. So that doesn't do anything. Do I put the redstone on there first? Redstone, then... I don't remember how this works. So if I do that and then I right click, anvil must be sitting on a magma block. Ooh, okay. Magma block. Yep, it really has been a long time. So let's try this. We'll move this, grab that, do this. This guy can go right here. One of those, and then we do this. Whoop. No matching recipe. Can I put this on here now? Yeah, well, let me do that. So, core die. It looks like I am doing something wrong, and I don't remember what it is that I'm doing wrong here. So, we can put the iron, or I'm sorry, the redstone on there, but it won't allow me to put the plate on there. Okay, it's been a minute since I've last done this, and yeah, I figured it out. So redstone goes on there like we did, then you drop the plate on there, and then you click it with the hammer. So we do this and that, and there we go. Yeah. Anyway, figured it out. We got it. I made 2 of them. They're like super cheap. Who cares? So we have the core die now, and we need that for the power core. So the core die. So I guess we got to drop both of these on there and then click it with the hammer. So coal block, which we don't have any. And of course we can't make them. So we need to come over here and do a combine on that. We'll make some coal blocks. Okay, that's done. So coal block plus what was it? Back in here, power core. That is the plate, iron plate. Okay. I might have to turn my magnet off for this. I'm not sure how this all works. Do I put the coal first? No, I put the core die on there, right? And then I drop the other two items. So coal and this thing. So Q, and oh no, oh boy, I'm clicking all the wrong things. All right, so that, and this. There we go, got it. Power core. That's a little bit harder than it should have been. All right, so we have the power core here. Now, I assume we're gonna have to make a bunch of those, right? Like that gets consumed. What was the other item here that we needed? That was a redstone block. Oh boy, that's actually gonna get expensive. So that is the red alloy stuff to make redstone blocks now. Yeah, that's gonna get a little expensive. Okay, well, let's try making this basic power cell. Yeah, that does consume that guy. Okay, so we have one basic power cell. The advanced power cell requires 4 of those. It does also require these power 2 books and then 3 of these blocks of redstone and another power core. The premium power cell requires 3 of the advanced power cells. All right, so we need power 3 and efficiency 3. We can easily get those from our enchanter, right? We know how to do that. We can get those things. And this one required power 2. We can do the same thing. But yeah, we need a bunch of these blocks of redstones and a bunch of these power cores. I'm going to go ahead and get this done off camera, speed things along. We'll be right back. All right, so just the last power core that we need, at least for this quest, as far as I know, and we should be good to go. So there is our 3 advanced power cells. It does require our dragon egg. We only had the 1. Efficiency 3, power 3. Yep, there is the premium power cell, and that should complete the quest. Oh yeah. All right, so let's claim our 10 RAK. I guess we can claim this too. We didn't claim that last time. Cool. So this wants us to do the different dyes. Well, we made the core dye, so this wants us to do a mesh dye. So that is iron bar. You know what? I'm going to bookmark these because I'm not going to remember. So the plate dye and the shard dye. Okay, so these 3 different things. Let's go ahead and unbookmark these guys. We don't need those anymore. So the mesh dye requires iron bar, a stone slab, and a nether quartz. So that's all pretty easy. We have iron bar, stone slab. We don't have any stone slabs, but we can make them very easily. So one of those. Oops. And then a nether quartz, right? Okay, and then we need the 3 iron. I think that's all we need. Yeah, so you just place both of those items on the anvil and you just click them, and that should be it. So let's just do one at a time. So quartz this, right click. Oh, I gotta get rid of the other thing that's on there. My mistake. Get rid of that. Try that again. All right, so this, that. No. Do I right click? Oh, you right click the quartz on there. Got it. Okay. So there's this one. Right click this on there. Wait. My mouse is doing funny things. So right click, Q, right click. There we go. And the iron bars, right click, Q, right click. There it is. Got it. Okay, so that's all the different dyes that we need. So that should complete this quest. Awesome. Ender shard. So an ender shard turns into an ender shard. These are how you tell the Woot system what you want to farm. So you hit a mob with shard to capture. Kill mobs to fully program. Shard must be in your hotbar. Can be cleared in a crafting table. So that's the way to clear it. So unprogrammed. So to make one of those, we need the shard dye plus an eye of ender. We're probably going to want a few of these. And eyes of ender really are not that difficult to make. So let's go ahead and do that. So eye of ender, we don't have any. Okay. Eye of ender. Let's make, oh, I don't know, how about 8 of them? I think that's probably gonna be more than what we're gonna need for doing what we're doing here, but let's just go ahead and do this anyway. So there's that. Oh, you get 3 of them apparently. Okay, maybe I won't do that many. These should all stack in AE until we program them, so I think it should be fine having that many. These are called Ender Shard. Yeah, they all stack except for this one. What does that one not stack? Now it stacks. Okay, that was weird. Awesome. So we have that all done. Cool. And we'll claim that. Oh, that gives us another one. This one says it's unprogrammed. All right. I didn't realize we were going to get a free one there, but we did. Very good. And the Woot multi-block. All right. So this is the real fun. A lot more crafting to do. So a factory controller, factory heart. So we need a fully programmed Ender Shard in order to make the controller. So I guess we're going to go to, oh, I guess the hunting dimension. That makes sense. We can just like program it on a zombie or whatever, and then we can do this other stuff. So a controller core, another thing that we're going to need. That requires a core die plus the iron and a prism. Well, how do you get a prism? A prism is a bunch of different colors. All right, can we make this thing? Oh, we should be able to. I'm not going to use the organic colors. We do have the Botania essence. So we can make all the different types of mystical flowers. Then we can turn the mystical flowers into the petals and then use that in the pestle and mortar to make every single type of dye color. Okay, well, I will work on that. What about the factory heart? Do we have anything like crazy difficult here? Iron block? Well, that's still pretty cheap. All right, that's not bad. Let's get back to the book. Factory layout, withered rib, catalyzing gland, book, easy. All right, so all of these things, we got plenty of zombie hearts. All of these things don't look like they're gonna be that difficult to do. Or die. Okay. All right, well, I tell you what, I'm just gonna go through and start knocking out all these recipes. If there's anything like crazy that you wouldn't normally expect or we have to go farm, I'll bring you guys back, but be right back. All right, so since I don't really remember how the programming of these Ender Shards work, I figured we would do this together. Let's go to the hunting dimension and see if we can program one for like either a creeper or a zombie or maybe a skeleton. Let's do skeletons. So if I kill this skeleton, oh, I have to hit it with, do I have to hit it to capture first? Yeah, I don't remember how this all works. Let's try hitting the mob. Okay, so now, where is it at? Oh, it's right here. Okay, so skeleton kills 0 of 1. So let's try killing a skeleton now. Where'd that skeleton go? Is this it? Maybe that's it. Okay, and now it says fully programmed. So you gotta tap it once with the shard to like, I guess, set the configuration. And then you kill the monster and then you program it. Okay, well that's easy enough. So now that we have the fully programmed, ooh, I gotta remember not to use these portals coming back. Huh, well now we got one of these portals in the middle of the base here. I'm gonna go ahead and just destroy this thing. Oh boy. Yeah, we definitely don't want to do that. Okay, so now that we have this thing fully programmed, we should be able to make ourselves a controller. Now, I don't know if this controller, like, is of this particular type. Is that how that works? I honestly don't remember how this all works. It might be, since you do have to use this Ender Shard. So we place that there, and the controller is the controller core plus a factory base. Got caps lock on. Controller core plus a factory base. All right, and then we need to hit it with the hammer. And let's take that off my offhand. All right, so we do this, this, and this. Cool. Well, yeah, that's a factory controller mob type skeleton tier 1. All right, well, that seems simple enough. Well, we got the controller done for this quest. I'm not really sure if we're going to be farming skeletons, and like that really wasn't super expensive to do either. So we can go ahead and make more of those freely. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and continue on with these. Well, we got a whole bunch of these Woot items made. So we should be able to set up a Woot farm once we get something able to be farmed. That's the next thing that we're going to work on. So what I would like to do is I would like to spawn in Big Brother in the Landia dimension. Now, in order to do that, you need a Tower of Landia. So to get a Tower of Landia, we need soul crystals. We need 2 of these, and those drop from the antlion overlord in the Urbis. You only get 1 crystal per antlion. So that means we have to go to multiple of the different pyramids in the Urbis. Yeah, that's going to get to be a little annoying, to be honest. But there is actually a workaround to this. If we go into mob grinding utils, we can get ourselves a mob swab. This is actually pretty inexpensive, mob swab. We'll go and make one of these. Okay, so you can right click this onto different monsters like a chicken or a zombie or whatever. I'm not sure if it works on everything, but it works on things that have spawn eggs as far as I know. And what you can do is combine that with a seed and a bucket of liquid XP, and then you get yourself GM chicken feed. So this chicken feed, if you right click on a chicken, it will do a thing, the chicken will blow up, and then you'll get yourself a spawn egg that came from the mob swab. So if we get ourselves an antlion overlord spawn egg, we can then right click it onto a monster spawner, and at that point we can spawn in all of the antlion overlords that we want. Yep, so that's kind of where we are right now. That's what we want to do. So that way we only have to find 1 antlion overlord. I'm going to get 2 of these just in case we need to make a second one, just so we have backup. That way we only have to find the 1 antlion overlord, and we don't have to go through this entire hassle of having to do this over again and go and find multiple of those temples in the Urbis. Okay, so now that we have the mob swab, the next step is, well, we need spawners, and we don't really have any usable spawners. These are all broken ones. We need to get ourselves a regular spawner, and we have to use Silk Touch on it to break it. And at that point, we should get ourselves an Apotheosis spawner that we can place back down anywhere in the world, and then we should be able to use a spawn egg on it to change the type. Yeah, so we got some things that we want to do here. So I think the first thing, we should probably just go to the Urbis, go find the antlion overlord, break into their temple, and use the mob swab on it. We don't actually have to kill the antlion overlord. In fact, it'd probably not be a good idea to do that since we can't fly. And yeah, it's just going to be a little bit more complicated than I would like it to be. So let's go ahead and yeah, we'll go into the Urbis. I think that's our next task. So a while ago, we came here and we saw when we came over to this general area that we had boss health bars showing above our screen. I'm kind of hoping that they reappear. Yeah, Umber, Golem, Idol, Guardian. So we need to go to this temple area, go to all 4 corners, kill the 4 guardians. Each one of those drops a, I can't remember the item, but it drops an item that goes on the color-coded pad here. Yeah, I mean, you can see there's 4 different colored boss bars. So we need to get all 4 of those in here, which will unlock inside the pyramid. Then in there, we have to place these different items. I need to get 5 more magma crawler eyes, but we should be pretty good. So here's the deal. We're going to go in there, we're going to swab the antlion boss, and we're just going to dislocate her on out of there. Yeah, not being able to fly, I just don't feel like... Well, our armor might be okay, but I just don't feel like I really want to try and fight the antlion overlord here. Yeah, I think I want to try and do it in like a more controlled area and possibly try using our mob crusher that we made for the wither boss. I think that could be kind of cool. Well, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and try and fight my way through here. If nothing else, we could always just kind of cheese it like we've done before and go along the outside of the place and like dig through the blocks. But each one of these blocks, when you break it, turns into a source block of lava, and that's kind of annoying to deal with as well. But anyway, I'm going to get through here and see if we can find one of these idols, and we'll be back. All right, so here's the first idle guardian, and that was easy enough. Looks like it gave me slowness. Yeah, it was shooting some kind of slime at me. Well, there's one of them, so that's not so bad. I'm hearing like spiders and stuff around here. I'm just gonna continue to explore, see if there's any chests or anything, but yeah, the one corner is done, so that's awesome. I have no idea what this is, but goodness, my left ear. All right, guys, so we are ready to go here. Let's do this. So we got the gold scarab. We got the mud scarab. Oh, the other ones don't auto pop into my inventory. The iron one and the jade one. Oh, yeah. And there's an antlion down here. I've been hearing this thing making sound. Thankfully, whatever that was earlier that was making all sorts of crazy noise stopped. So this gives me 8 jade. So we need this in order to go into here, I do believe. Sweet, so that's done. All right, so now we got to break down these force fields as we do. So we need to put exoskeletons. Cool, next one. We have to do the magma creams. Like so. Very good, moving on. This one is the magma crawler. I just get a bunch of those just by going through the maze there. All right, that one's done. And then finally we have string. Okay, so doing that gives you a potion of night vision and spawns in the antlion overlord. Now, I've done this in the past where I've gotten to this point and then I left for some reason. It's like, oh, I forgot something. Let me go grab it. We'll come back and fight it. If you do that, the boss disappears, or at least it did in the past, and you can't get back to it. So you don't really want to do that. All right, so our goal right now, like I said, is to DNA swab the antlion overlord and make sure our food's all the way up. DNA swab the antlion overlord, and then we are going to peace out. We're not even going to fight it because I just don't want to. I'm not. This thing like can do some pretty strong attacks, and I'd rather do it in a more controlled area. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and not fight it. Dude, what? It's like doing all sorts of damage to me. All right, got that one, and we're out. All right, so we got 2 of these mob swabs, and both of them are with the Urbis antlion boss DNA, which is awesome. Okay, so now that we have that done, we can put all this stuff back away. We can take the jetpack back off, and I'd like to fight it in a dimension where we can actually fly. So that's why I don't want to fight it there. It just feels like a little too iffy if we will survive or not. But anyway, so the mob swabs, and we need wheat seeds. So let's just do 1. I'll put this other one away for now in case we need it for later. And then we need a bucket of liquid XP, so we can go downstairs and grab that pretty easily. All the way down here. Okay, so there is liquid XP bucket. Oop, one more. There it is. Cool. So over here we can do seed plus the XP plus the mob swab, and there's GM chicken feed, single use for the chickens, and you can see it contains the Urbis antlion boss DNA. Very good. Oh, it looks like we keep the mob swab. No, we use the mob swab. This is the other one that I did. So we have a backup in case we need it. I thought we were just keeping the one that I already used. Okay, so now that we have this, we need to find ourselves a chicken. We need to right click it and then we'll get the mob spawn egg. I'm trying to think, where's the best place to go for a chicken? Like normally you go in the overworld or whatever. Maybe the Twilight Forest would be okay. Twilight Forest might be our only option actually. All right, let's go Twilight. Minimap, I am looking. I don't see anything that looks like a chicken, but I know chickens can spawn here. So I guess I'll fly around real quick and try and find one. Okay, after just a little searching, found ourselves some chickens over here. Hello, Mr. Chicken. I got some GM chicken feed for you. Okay. I think that's supposed to say something a little bit more than that, but there is our spawn antlion overlord spawn egg. So that's really awesome. So now our next step is we need to get Silk Touch and get ourselves a spawner. I'm hearing like all sorts of monsters nearby. Yeah, we need to get ourselves a spawner. I guess we could probably grab one from here. This maze just right over here. These usually have them. Silk Touch. This is mine level Cobalt. Yep, that should be just fine. All right, let's go find ourselves a spawner real quick. We'll grab this one. Hostile Woofs. All right, let's take a look. So yeah, we have a monster spawner, Entity Twilight Forest Hostile Wolf. I think that is pretty much all we need. So we can place down the spawner wherever we want it. Right-click the Antlion Overlord egg onto it, and we should be able to get more Antlion Overlords to spawn. Now, I did try this in a creative world before we started this episode today, and it seemed like I had to click a dragon egg to ignore... Well, actually, let's go uses. So you can upgrade the spawn delay, the maximum spawn delay, how many mobs it can spawn, how many mobs nearby, increases required player range, increases spawn range, ignores spawn conditions, ignores nearby players. So this is like if you want to set up a farm like in another dimension and you don't want to be nearby it, so you want to put another star on there. Spawn cap with the soul crystal, that's what we're going to be farming here. So yeah, I think I had to do the dragon egg to ignore spawn conditions in order to get these guys to spawn. I'm not sure where we're going to spawn these. Maybe the hunting dimension would be good. Like set up some kind of like enclosed area, put the spawner up in the middle and let the antlion spawn and fall down. That way we can fly and attack and we get away and this kind of stuff. I think that's probably what we're going to end up doing. But anyway, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. Yep. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time left to like play around with the mob spawner today, but we got ourselves this Antlion Overlord spawn egg, which is super, super awesome. Yeah, we could right click it right now into our base and spawn the monster. And if we wanted to do that, don't press right click. Don't press right click. We could do it that way. But yeah, I think making a spawner out of this and being able to farm multiple soul crystals is definitely going to be the way to go. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you did like it. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.